Welcome to Bee's Portal Tarot, Scorpio. Today we're going to do your weekly reading from the 17th of January to the 24th, 2021. Please take what energies resonate with you and toss back to the universe which does not. I've premeditated and shuffled your cards. We're going to give a quick shuffle and the cut of the deck as well as say a prayer, and we'll begin. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get started. Divine angels and guardians, guide my hand by yours alone. Let this reading be true and sound. Divine angels and guardians, with me always by my side, I pray for guidance and for sight. Protect me with your golden light. The cards are shuffled, the cards are dealt. The door is open, the power is felt. Let me see with open eyes, speak the truth and tell no lies. When the future is revealed, until nothing more is concealed. Remember that the future is not yet set in stone, so divine angels and guardians, by my side, I welcome your messages from your ranks. For your guidance and wisdom, I give my thanks. So be it. All right, Scorpio. Let's start out with your general overall energies for this week. From the 17th today to the 24th, January, Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. Show me the cards I need to see. Alright, let's get the energies for Scorpio out here. For the 17th, sorry. Sun Rising sign of Scorpio. What are their general energies? Thank you, Spirit. Can I get the 18th, please? And the 19th, please, Spirit. Thank you. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 22. Nice three. Nice draw. Alright. Now we're going to use the tarot and get some clarifying energies for you. Alright. What are the clarifying energies for Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio from the 17th to the 24th? Show me the cards I need to see. What are the clarifying energies from the 17th to the 24th? Can I get the 18th? Thank you. 19th. Thank you. Can I get the 20th? Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. Thank you. Can I get the 21st? Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. 22nd, please, Spirit. Can I get the 22nd? Cute. And last but not least, can I get the energies representing the 23rd? Thank you. Alright. Now, we'll just take energies that come out for you. No set determined amount of cards. From your spirit animal wisdom, Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. Show me the spirit messages for the week of the 17th through to the 24th. Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. Alright. I'm going to do spirit animals messages for the Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. And out for you. Right. Definitely not all 20 of those, so take that card explosion and tell me when to quit. Alright, I'm gonna go fetch this card. Wait. Okay. Hopefully we didn't get a camera shot, but alright. Now, we're gonna take your divine messages here from Divine. Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. What are Divine's messages for Scorpio from the week of 17th to the 24th? What are your general messages from Divine? Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. I've got card explosions all up in here today. Okay. So, Divine, is there any more messages for Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio you'd like to say from the 17th to the 24th? Okay. There we go. So, we got 5. 2, 5. Okay, and now White Light Oracle. So, again, the messages with White Light Oracle have healing processes. Message me in the comments, and I'll be happy to provide those to you. Sun, Moon, Rising sign of Scorpio, what are their White Light Oracle messages? Show me the cards I need to see. What are their White Light Oracle? Again, this deck is very heavy today. Don't know what's going on with this deck. Energies, our stiff. Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio. What are their White Light Oracle healing messages at this time? Okay. Any more messages for Sun and Rising sign of Scorpio? Okay. So we got 3 of those, Scorpio. Alright, so we'll take a look at all those oracles at the end. And without further ado, let's get this party started. Alright, so our energy representing the 17th being today. Sorry, we're a little delayed getting this out, Scorpio. Better late than never. 6 of Swords in reverse, okay? So sword energy, you're looking at Aries, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. Boy, oh boy, we're off to quite the start here. So we got the 6 of Swords, and it is coming out in reverse. This is venturing into the great unknown, basically trying to jump straight into a new phase of life without gaining any insight or wisdom, remaining stuck in an uncomfortable place. Inertia is going to win, clinging to false beliefs, going round and round in circles, constantly needing to be rescued. What this is saying to you is that if you are clinging to any false beliefs or the feeling that you need to be rescued at this time, that could be all up in your energy, but what you need to do is come out of that. Your clarifying card is ironically the World card. So this is telling you, once you come out of this energy, this stagnance that you're in, you're going to find you've come to the complete new beginnings. You're going to have a complete new turnaround. It's going to offer perspective for you. It's about being called to shift your perspective on your life right now. You can remember first and foremost that you're an immortal soul, Scorpio, experiencing life as a human being. You should have no fear, and you can see clearly, or you will begin to see clearly, that you are a powerful co-creator in a divine partnership with your spirit. Aligning yourself with spirit is going to remain unattached to outcomes. You are the conduit for miracles, Scorpio. So embrace those miracles. Going into the 18th, you have the 10 of Swords. So more sword energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So could be somebody in your life, or just the energies that you're possessing at this time. It did come right side up. So that is a big positive in the right direction there. This 10 of Swords is about endings and a sort of 10 is endings and new beginnings, right? So what I want you to consider that you must evolve at this time, Scorpio. You're being called to absolutely represent it's going to represent a sudden unexpected jolt that's going to pivot you between full responsibility and the drift. The key is to be ready to choose responsibility and rebirth in that instant. And the answer is always practice and preparation. Give up the blame, the pointing finger, the moan, and the groan. Practice being responsible, and then at that point you can claim life for yourself. You can claim the power to change it into something better, something extraordinary, something that you're proud to say is yours. You can reframe the good and the bad as feedback, edging you into your dreams. So end a way of thinking, this 6 of Swords way of thinking. Break free from the person that you once were and release things that are no longer serving you. And your clarifying energy for that is the 3 of Fire. So you're definitely Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here energy with the 3 of Fire. This 3 of Fire is about traveling into the new, and she's letting go of the old there. She's like, peace out, I'm out of here. And that's probably something that you could probably, energy that you can be embracing, Scorpio. You're all about fire, our emotions, water, just running deep. Maybe and something you could embrace is the expansion of opportunity and the fullness to creativity. You're on the right path towards success, Scorpio, but you have abundant opportunities that are going to be lying before you. You need to trust yourself. You can make good decisions and co-create situations and relationships that are going to be in harmony with your heart's desire. Going into the 19th, you have the Starman. Beautiful energy there, Scorpio. Okay, so in traditional tarot, this would what you'd call the Magician card, but in this deck, the Starman has a very powerful meaning. It's the attractor field in which we observe the self we believe to be true. We are invited to see the inherent nature of the human condition and look what's been fashioned by culture through the ages. The belief and value systems that we've simply adopted. So he knows power does not come from him, but it comes through him, and he wields it with absolute integrity, creating something magical out of nothing. The Starman's offering us the elixir of a constant visual theme and quest in sense to how you create images that in your life and how you bring them to the surface to be seen, felt, and ultimately be healed in your own destruction, essentially. We must risk our own destruction and risk our own failure to embrace what appears to be a mistake. And that's the most important thing. You can't be afraid to pull things apart that have already looked finished to reveal something unexpected and significant. When the Starman appears, it is a signal for you to see what elements of your life can be reinvented and rethought out, Scorpio, in order to create and reveal something extraordinary. He's calling on you to discover your full creative potential, manifest your reality. Ideas are committed and brought into the physical world with ease. And the Two of Air to absolutely clarify that. And, well, this air energy could again be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got a lot of that in your chart here, in your reading. But what I'm saying, I'm feeling a lot from this Two of Air, is a stalemate. So you're coming back and forth. You're balancing from going ahead, coming back. You keep going. Very indecisive energy. It's a stalemate, uncertainty, considering options. Time to take a break and consider your options and think about things. There is no need to rush forward. The perfect answer for the highest good is going to come to you if you take the time to remain in a peaceful state of mind, Scorpio. Not always easy to do, but try as best to let those emotions and waters run still. Then going into, we have the 18th, 20th energy here. We have the Princess of Pentacles, or the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So this is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and it did come out in reverse. So this Prince of Pentacles in reverse is about consistently creating your empire, but too many details or being weighed down by practicalities. The vision that you have is easily being lost. Beware of burnout or coming from lack of consistent of self-care energy. This direction of well-paced energy needs to be laid down, putting in a tremendous amount of hard work, but experiencing loss of ambition when you're in survival mode. Perhaps it's time to throw caution to the wind, shake away the skepticism, and step forward to a bolder vision. You don't need to feel, what you are is feeling blocked and immobile, right? But step out to a bold vision and be bold, Scorpio. You're one of the boldest signs. Embrace it. The King of Air. Now you're stuck with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Is either somebody in your life or, again, the energy that you're going to be possessing most of the week, which isn't necessarily all bad energy. It's just very powerful energy to be going into the week with and halfway through the week. So this King of Air is about intellectual authority and reason over instinct, intellect over passion. It's negotiation, law. He represents truth is everything in this card. This is thinking before you act, Scorpio. You can work with the universal laws with clear intention. Do you see how foundations of the past affect the present and the future? And this card's reminding you to check that out, to be aware of how those affect the present, the future. Don't linger in those moments, but it's important to embrace how they affect us and shape our futures, right? Going into the 21st, you have the 8 of Wands energy in reverse. So this Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So you've got a lot of air and fire elements going on. But this Eight of Wands is a definite strong reminder that you, at this time, you, this can make this happen card in the regular way, but in reverse, it's like you're unable to launch. You're feeling like a lack of energy, which is exactly what the Prince of Pentacles and the King of Air basically just said. You're disciplined and drive. You're unable to or unwilling to listen or pay attention to feedback and be able to adjust the course along the way. You've got fragmented focus. You're playing it safe, settling for second best, possibly. Never do that, and I don't know many Scorpios that settle for second best, so don't get stuck in that. Don't harness the unavailable energies like that. You need to take those blocked energies and let them go out into just set away the course, adjust those sails for a totally new path. And then, oops, sorry, there is no reversals in this deck. You got the Three of Air. Okay, so you've got 2 threes on the board, and this Three of Air is turning her back, okay? She's letting go of something. She's saying, okay, no more. There's also a King and Queen Birdie in there. If you see that in the corner, they've got a little King, Queen Birdie hat. I just noticed that the other day, and I was like, oh my God, there's a little birdie in there. This is the Silver Linings card. It is natural departures. Rejection is God's protection. A third party is going to help you see the truth of a situation. What is truly yours can never be withheld from you, Scorpio. Rejection is truly Spirit's protection. In your best interest to let go and allow for something better to take its place. It is in your highest good to see the truth regardless of your temporary discomfort. This too is going to pass. And then another 8 in reverse. This is 8 of Swords in reverse. So you got double 8s, double 2s on the board. That could be significant for you. But this 8 of Swords energy is, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And in reverse, this is... I would say that this 8 of Swords in reverse is telling you that you are not using what is restricted to you. So it's remaining stuck, and this is where it's basically the same flow going through it. Is you're remaining stuck, unable to use restrictions as a creative tool. You're repeating the same mistakes, the same problems again and again. You're trapped in endless deliberating with no progress possible. You got to get out of that. You're too much expansion and not enough structure. So you're trapped in an endless cycle of repetition. Scorpios, you can be very much trapped in that. As much as we get stuck in a sort of comfort level in all the negative around us. We just expect it to be negative and sort of come to a comfort level within it. And then you got the Four of Earth. Wow, we got some other energy on the board here. We got the Four of Earth, so this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This Four of Earth is about total embracing energy. This is about ownership, right? So the beauty of a divine order, trusting a solid foundation, even if you feel shaken up, Scorpio, unable to understand why things are happening as they do, know for certain that divine order manifests all aspects of your life. What you've built rests on a solid foundation. There's no need to fear. While it is true that nothing is permanent in the material world, you can find security in the existence of a divine plan. Spirit's always there to remind you that you are exactly where you're meant to be for your highest good and the highest good of all. Is that you'll always have abundance made out to be. So if you're worried or stressing out about making a decision based on those issues, the Spirit's telling you do not need to do that. Going into the 23rd, wow, you got the Lovers card. So, Scorpios, you're natural born lovers. We're lovers and fighters, I guess, in the best ways we can be both. But we would rather be lovers than fighters. Most of us anyway, not speaking for all of us. So this Lovers card is about bearing the truth, but being the gateway to divine love. The Lovers govern the realm of relationships, connections with self or another. It asks you to consider the different points of view that you can relate to and the issues at hand. Rather than seeing things as black or white, it is encouraging you to expand your point of view and see things as two sides of the same coin. The lovers are depicted in an urban landscape, illustrating that the most of our lives are now being played out in urban environments. Similarly, the gateway of the lovers archetype can expand our point of view, experiencing how different or disowned qualities complement and contribute to a greater and more potent sense of being and possibility in the world. The lovers' faces are taken directly from a work of art that was created for David Bowie in 1997 called The Lovers. So this nudity symbolizes their desire to be open and free, honest, soulful, and sensual beings that feel safe, honored, and appreciated in each other's presence. The bees dance above the honeycomb, dripping with honey, the sensual and sweet food of the gods. The ancient symbol of love and fertility believed to be a powerful aphrodisiac and incorporated into many ritual practices associated with fertility and marriage. Inheriting the art of relationship is two-way communication, giving and receiving, expressing and listening. And when we realize that we are fuller gifts to give and receive beyond the passion of sexual love, there can be a transformative energy from the heat of desire or the other to a beautiful sharing acknowledgement of the gifts of the embodiment of mirroring in each other. Remember, we all mirror each other, and our relationships are mirrors of us as how we see ourselves. As the depth of love grows and matures, the acceptance of what will be, moment to moment, expands, and like the fountain of life in an overflowing cup, each gives for the sheer joy of giving, wanting nothing in return. The card hums with positivity, balance, and harmony. And that's a wonderful way to end the week. And then you've got the Emperor. Whoop, whoop. This is all about authority, Scorpio, and you're all about authority, standing your ground. This is all about knowing what your worth is, but it's also about following rules right now is exactly what you should be doing. People in authority come to your aid, give you good advice when you ask for it, and you can have the strong confidence that this card's going to suggest that any dealings with banks or governments, any school, that's all going to be highlighted this time. You may not really enjoy that a lot, but have your authority and stick to your guns, Scorpio. Okay? Now we're going to go into our oracle messages. Started with the animal oracle for the week. You got the lion, honor. Okay? So this is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but honor your soul and celebrate its journey. See that? Honor your soul and celebrate its journey, okay? Now, we're going to bring him right there. Okay, so as the lion is honoring his soul and celebrating his journey, as you said, it's an earth sign, but this is going to be, they're regarded as royal and steeped in such rich history. Lions are protectors. They're served on this planet for eons, and they are present in ancient Egypt. They were linked to the goddess of Sekhmet, and they're known for unifying the divine masculine and feminine. They're dedicated, brave, honorable, and proud, and show us that the power does not need to be aggressive. It can be stay quiet. Their message is to stay true to who you are, Scorpio, which is exactly what the spread is saying, right? Don't bury yourself under other people's projected beliefs and insecurities. There are many distractions around you, but walk your most illuminated path with pride and discern between what is true and what is illusion by tuning into your heart. Light a candle and give thanks for where you are today. You have reached a milestone, a new chapter, and the lion comes to remind you that to have gratitude for all that is past and what is yet to unfold. Grab the smoky quartz gemstone if that's available to you. And the dolphin, how significant. It's the Atlantis, the water sign energy. Healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. Yeah. Stop and listen, Scorpio. That healing energy. Now, I personally, because it's the water energy, definitely connect with dolphins. I think they're one of the most beautiful sacred animals that ever existed. And I can't find a person that would be hard-pressed to disagree with that. So, with that being said, they're very important allies during the golden age of Atlantis. They communicated with us freely using held sacred knowledge as the record keepers of the sea. When Atlantis was flooded, many would offer up their memories and wisdom of the dolphins to keep safe until the earth is ready to receive the insights, essentially. The dolphins are coming to you to signal the great wave of light, and it's going to be soon upon us. They ask you to use the water as a tool for connection. Use it in rituals. Sit by the water. Listen to the messages. You are water sign. This is a definite indicator to be calling into the energy. You have much potential, so much love. Please make sure to sit and listen to your heart. Invoke the dolphin energy and connect with your soul's essence in these quiet moments, and connect with your inner wisdom to heal and release what does not serve you. You're definitely being called to let go of something, Scorpio, whatever it is. These are your divine messages. This is the realm of physical movement, choices, and decisions. So this is something that's going to be coming at you quite quickly, I would think, and because it's in the realm of the physical, so it's either happening for you or it's going to be swiftly moving in for you. And so embrace it. Don't fight it. You can't. I think at this point the divine's saying you can't keep doing it. It's going to signify a time of movement. Choices have to be made. The hard work, great effort, and determination. You have the ability to juggle the demands that are in front of you, Scorpio. But whether they concern money or business decisions, other projects, it's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. You can reach out for best advice by those trusted around you, trusted friends, any kind of relationship you have, to gain some insight. The more time you're going to take to make these vital decisions, is the longer it is going to take before you move forward and your goals in the physical world come to play. The changes that are emerging aren't random act of coincidence. They're all part of a positive, larger scheme. Notice connection with everything, as this is going to enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. Let the mistakes or what's happening to you now, keep those memories inside. Base chakra, I knew that was going to come. Absolutely. So this is calling on you to all chakras. It's important to have them in harmony for a balanced and karmic lifestyle. But this is an earth element, the I have essential. Known as the base chakra or root chakra, this is situated at the base of the spine. It is most closely related to your earthly issues such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, you can practice yoga, dancing, or physical exercise to keep the energy flowing and harmonious. Taking care of yourself on the outside will help you take care of yourself on the inside. There has to be an even flow. No reversals. 2, the waiting game. This is crazy. The waiting game, I'm going to tell you why this is crazy in a minute, but for now, we're just going to go with this. So this is in the spirit border, spirit, mental realm here. So this is indicating that what you worked hard to set in motion is now, you're now waiting for the results to come to fruition. It's about choice and decision. Whatever you do, you need to make a choice, Scorpio. It's very adamant. In the past, you've been made afraid to make decisions or choices, but you're no longer held to the prisoner of fear by the constraints of these beliefs. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let them change you. Remember who you are, the effort it took you to get to this point, and the gratitude you need to show to the people who helped you. Stay on your spiritual path. It's going to continue to guide you on the journey to your soul, Scorpio. And material and spiritual prosperity. This is in the physical realm, which is definitely hallelujah. So, it's been a tough year, I guess, in 2020 for a lot of people, and with the pandemic and everything, it's learned how to, we've been stuck with spouses in our homes that we haven't usually had to deal with. We've been stuck with a lot of things, kids staying at home. It's been a lot of change, working from home. We're all kind of stuck in 4 walls together, and it's been a challenging year. But this is saying that it's representing a peaceful, tranquil time is coming to you when your problems actually seem to disappear. A sudden bonus or pay raise, even a promotion could be arriving. It's unexpected or out of the blue, but whatever you've been working on is coming to prosperity. Balance and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence is showing you that the practice of giving and receiving is going to bring you true riches, Scorpio. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or a favorite charity that could welcome our act of kindness right now? Remember to pump the pump of prosperity and give with gratitude, right? Victory and success. You got 2 6s out here on the board, and 3. I think there's 3 6s somewhere. There's another 6 somewhere for some reason. But this 6 on the board is in the spirit realm again. This is victory and success. What a welcome card at the end from spirit there. So good news is on the way for you. This quality of a positive cards are completion, victory, success, and often follow a difficult period, which I say this is a difficult period of going back and forth in your mind. Many people around you are very proud to see you triumphantly come through it. They respect you and will even maybe attempt to follow your example. You've become wiser and grown in so many ways. Remember to stop and pat yourself on the back. You truly deserve it. It's also reminding you to stay grounded, remember where you came from, and keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you are. This victory can be used as a teaching tool for the future. Remember that if you came to this challenging time, you can achieve anything, but don't let it become a boisterous attitude about it. Into your healing messages, you got 29, the Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Okay, now these are going to be read from the book, so if you want the healing processes along with this card, please feel free to message me. And I'll send you in the comment box. Sorry, I had to have a drink. I couldn't even swallow. Okay, so 29, here we are. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you've been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know you are making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself to feel that you are fully seen, loved, and recognized for who you are. Honor your true self to be witnessed in such a state, truly beheld in your uniqueness, quirkiness, vulnerabilities, and strengths. This is how Spirit sees you, and when you connect with Spirit, you learn to love yourself and others unconditionally. Become generous with your forgiveness. Rapture is a state of intensely pleasurable joy that lifts one into communion with the sublime and the sacred. It is not only a personal experience, but also a transfusion of divine delight into the collective soul of humanity. This is a kind of joy that is generous, soulful, without reason or agenda, and delightfully contagious. It is a wake-up call. It shifts any stubborn clingings to negativity. It refreshes the soul and nourishes the heart. It reminds us that everything is okay. Rapture is the astonishment, the sudden intake of breath in response to an inner realization of something beautiful and beyond description. It tears us out of our misery and despair and plugs us into an electrical current of enlightenment. The darkness is cleared in an instant. The Beatitude is a blessing, the highest blessing. The Oracle of Beatitude of Sacred Rapture brings guidance that the beautiful healing truth of Spirit is your reality. All else in this nightmarish misuse of imagination by the ego. When you sense Spirit at work in your life, totally trustworthy and having your back, you are seeing clearly. When your hopeful heart feels empowered, you are in zone of truth. Trust in those moments. Recall them whenever you can. Count all your positive moments and wins, no matter how inconsequential they may appear. Every one of them is a precious drop of divine nectar nourishing your heart. Allow yourself to see and be seen, and remember that even in the tremors, trials, and tribulations of human life, you are a radiant soul who is growing ever more luminous through the wisdom, compassion, and strength distilled through those experiences. Look for the light beneath all phenomena, and you shall know that peace and love is with you, all beings, always. Wow. 42. Garuda Saparna. And that looks badass, is all I gotta say. Eagle eye on something or other. 42. Okay. We are almost there. Okay. Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have the inner spiritual power to deal wisely and effectively with any situation. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of your kind nature. Reflect upon what action feels best for you to take and then follow through with decisiveness. Do not allow negativity to get a grip in your life. Positive energy and outcomes are indicated. Garuda is the mystical king of the birds, a mighty eagle-like divine creature celebrated in the spiritual traditions of the East. In Sanskrit, Saparna means have powerful wings and fly well. Earthly counterpart, the eagle is said to have the most powerful wings of a storm to fly above it, rather than get caught within it. The eagle spirit is a wisdom teacher, one who devises how to utilize the storms of ego to fuel your capacity to rise spiritually, to face problems head-on and use them to heal and grow. Eagle seeks higher sanctuary where negatives can be dealt with before they cause further problems. Another Sanskrit word for accorded to is Vishiri, which essentially means conqueror of poisons. Garuda Saparna augurs a time when you will need to rise above the pettiness of ego and ensure you nip negativities in the bud. Haha. Let the past become more powerful enough to cause havoc in your heart. You do not need to become ensnared with the drama of ego. Garuda fights on the side of light and is a bringer of powerful protection and hope, and is a symbol of rebirth. He is a capable warrior. His dark side can be seen in that he is merciless. In Buddhism, he is known for the dignity of wisdom. Sometimes our compassion can outweigh our wisdom. Our empathy allows troublesome behaviors or circumstances to fester and develop into greater, far problems later on. If we had listened to our wisdom, we would have cut them off at the root. But while it can be harder to do so later, it is not impossible. And it is Garuda who teaches us to be unyielding when it is that wisdom calls for. Ego socializes with its own kind. Therefore, an aspect of its medicine is to seek those who resonate at a similar spiritual frequency and are committed to a higher path. Such kindred spirits will not necessarily have the same belief systems. They may not seem different to you in many ways. Yet, if someone has a commitment to honoring their hearted beings, they are likely to be in good company of your soul. Garuda Ego Medicine empowers you to discern the real quality of our relationships. The company you keep can have a profound effect on your spiritual right and responsibility to choose which company you keep. You do not need to judge, for everyone is taking their own journey and working to heal their karma, but you do need to discern. Garuda has the mystical power to grow or shrink depending on what is needed to accomplish his heroic task. By becoming large enough to block the sun and cause thunderstorms just by flapping his wings, or becoming small enough to hide in a crevice to craftily avoid capture. Garuda teaches us to step up and shine bright and bold, and when to fly under the proverbial radar. This oracle of Garuda Saparna is a talisman of divine protection and a soul-smart energy. It is a wild spirit, free and instinctive. It is the wisdom and empowerment needed to rise above negativity, not from avoidance, but from a place of wisdom and clarity. This oracle guides you to rely on your instincts and to be true to your heart. In doing so, you will not always look like a perfect person from the outside, but you are proceeding in resonance with your own heart wisdom. And 18, Tantra of 639 Hertz. Wow, is that beautiful? Is there 3 heads? Oh no, I thought there was 3 heads there. I was like, whoa. Now that is in a third party relationship. But no, it's just 2 heads. 18. Okay. To be open to which seems unfamiliar or different, you will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Tantra is the conscious, creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of life and respond creatively. Tantra is the refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is the willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace what might be difficult or different to what we expect, and through such open-minded, open-hearted engagement, discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is the sacred relationship of the spirit and the body which creates the soul, and with all its precious gifts of healing, creativity, love, and higher consciousness. The frequency of 639 Hz evokes unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. When it's in a reading, soul connections, whether twin flames, soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant in our spiritual path. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscious and healing interaction between those who have been at odds. It is a loving cosmic bliss balm which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you've been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. This frequency clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart feeling brought about this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discernment and skill. When we cannot find or control our environments, we work to become masterful of our own energy. This oracle brings reassurance. This frequency reestablishes your connection to the spiritual realm, love, light, and sacred healing beauty. The Oracle of Tantra of 639 Hertz asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out or turn away from what is happening, even when it is painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way, and do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive and yet determined and dynamic. If you've been worrying about a situation, this oracle advises you are working your way through it. Whatever support you shall be provided, and you shall be further along than you realize. The highest divine outcome is already being moving through your soul and into your soul experience. Things may not go to plan, but they are still going to work out. Wow. Namaste, Scorpio.